Welcome to episode 98 of our Football Manager Hobo To Hero series. So, as you can see, I already have the menu open. Today we will face CC Mariners, Central Coast Mariners FC, from Australia in the AFC Champions League. And we can probably talk about recent results. We lost to Kelantan, that was 2 episodes ago. Well, the match against Kuching, we barely got a draw. I think we took the lead and in minute 98 or something. There it is, yeah, all eggs right. Took the lead in minute 98 and it was equalized in minute 90 plus 1. Oh, yeah, you can see it here. Alright. So that didn't go well, but we made up for it last episode with our match against Bukit Tambun. 5-2. I would say the 4 goals in the first half were nice. And then afterwards, I don't know what happened here. Well, actually, I know what happened. We rotated heavily due to the AFC Champions League match coming in. So, now they should be extra rested, in theory. In practice, we'll see about that. That said, one thing that we can start immediately is the prediction for it. So, if anyone wants to join and bet their channel points, there you go. Now we will need to prepare for that thing. That's in 5 days. Let's see how it goes. We will also get TV money from it, which is desperately needed, considering we dropped from 48k in the bank to 16.82k in the bank. And we already lost another 4k this month. So we need every penny we can get. Or, well, in my game's currency, it's euros. Speaking of AFC Champions League, so this is the primary competition we will play in the next few episodes. But we will also have 2 matches in the Piala Malaysia against Johor DT. And, well, that might net us some good income too. But I cannot really tell how much it will be. Also, I just noticed the colors are all wrong. What's wrong with me? Let's do some work. Sorry. There we go. That's better. Gotta adhere to our own color scheme, right? The primary color of the football club is red after all. So, yeah, so much for competitions. Injuries, let's have a look at that. Current injuries include... Not fair. Why? Not fair at all. Also, welcome back to the stream, Mace. Fakrula, well, he has a thigh strain. All your money is how much? Well, free potatoes. I'm proud of you. And Narcillus Christopher has a groin strain. That's also bad. I was hoping we could use him, but he will not be available next match. Which means it's either Harsey time. 3 Euro. That's it. I never saw it spelled that way though. So, this is also a review of last match day. As you can see, there's a 5-2 result against Bukit Tambun. We also saw Harini lose to Selangor. I guess that's alright. I mean, yeah, I would have preferred Harini to win, but whatever. Selangor will probably not take the top of the table. Terengganu Perak, this is a very good result for us, to be honest, this draw. That puts them both a little bit out of, not entirely out of the competition, but Terengganu are more or less done. They will not close down. Perak, on the other hand, yeah, that's still threatening. Sabah won 4-0 against Kedah. I think, judging by the form, looking at Johor DT's recent results, I am not so sure if Johor DT will be the primary contenders for the league title. I might be surprised, after all, but for now it's Sabah that I'm worrying about, despite a 2-point difference between the two. But Sabah are really in good form, so that's damn dangerous. Yeah, unsurprisingly, our player of Sabah also is player of the match day, I guess, player of the week. Well, we have our 4 days. Anyone that needs a particularly intensive rest, well, has not in maybe. Then again, we can just play Jonathan. Just play Jonathan. It's also a bit, that's a bit dangerous of a statement. He does not like big matches, if I recall correctly. Never mind, he's just inconsistent, it seems. So I got that wrong. Yeah. Morale seems more or less perfect due to the 5-2 win. So let's just skip forward. Matt Noor extended his contract, which is good for us, I guess. He's still out on loan at Sarawak, so our siblings club. We will probably get a few more of these confirmations now. We did negotiate some new contracts for staff, some new contracts for our players. So I think that'll be coming right in, exactly. So here we are with the new contract of the physio. This one's for the director of football, who is also doubling as a scout for 30 euros a week. That's still a steal. Holy shit. Thank you very much. You startled me. I guess that's better than a pipe. It's better than a pipe to the face though. So, yeah. And then we have a recruitment analyst as well as... Why? Why, Chris? Why? And the performance analyst. Alright. So much for excitement for the Champions League matches. He also put it straight over the chat. Fantastic. There we go. Well, you can buy those for 1 bit in the stream stickers application extension thingy somewhere below the stream, I think. On stream, they're also far cheaper than at Obi or Hornbach, I think. That said, they are not sustainable. They get wasted. Like a physical one? Well, I don't know. I don't have one laying around here. Nobody wants to be scout for us. Well, in that case, we'll stop the ad. Well, throwing pipes is a favorite pastime of a particular person here, it seems. And it may well develop into a common theme. Altlan is a physio, extends his contract, that's fine. And didn't we just extend the contract of a physio? Oh, this is the under 21's physio, sure. Yeah. Anyway, these are the deals that were pretty much easy to determine. So we may want to have a look at CC Mariners if we can. Let's just say the news aren't pretty. Let's go here. CC Mariners, our next opponent, have a wage structure that is slightly above ours, if you can tell. So, in consequence, I do expect that they have higher quality or there's more money in Australia in general. Could be the latter. They just dig up more coal or whatever it is in Australia. But, yeah, we will probably see players of higher quality there. So that's an issue. I do not know if I want to change the tactics for that. I think we'll just go in and see how it goes. And if we lose 6 out of 6 in the group stages, then so be it. Whatever. Also, there's a ton of travel and rest around here. Interesting. That physical session will probably be alright. The rest here, not so much, and this one's very dangerous. We won't do that. We'll do match tactics. Alou Kuol. In real life or in my game? I suspect in real life. Both. Seriously? Who was it? It's late already. Competitions. DC Mariners. There we go. Players. Alou Kuol. Hi. Yeah. I should remember the guy. And apparently he performed fairly well so far. Didn't make it in Stuttgart though. But we have a few of these players in Stuttgart, if I recall correctly. There's a few youth players that got bought and afterwards, well, it never came to anything. Yeah. I think I recall the name, it's just a little bit all jumbled up there. Which reminds me, this weekend we'll see Stuttgart face Leverkusen. So, I guess the secondary title of the Bundesliga is now up for grabs for Stuttgart. Being the only, trying to be the only team that defeats Leverkusen after all in this season. Well, that would be something. We will see on Saturday, if I recall correctly. Who's playing against Dortmund this weekend, Mace? You probably know. I think the top 6 play each other. RB, okay. So that means Bayern play... Who's left? Frankfurt? Bayern play against Frankfurt? Yeah. Interesting. So definitely a weekend to watch the Bundesliga. And, well, usually some of these matches are not that entertaining, but in this case... Top clubs against each other. And rock bottom against each other too. I think Cologne play against Mainz, if I recall correctly. So either they win that one, or it's basically being relegated immediately. It's fair, but Leverkusen didn't lose against you either. Apparently, CC Mariners are slight favorites for this. Yeah. We are unlikely to face a very enjoyable away day excursion. Okay. That is very polite. Journal, thank you very much. Also nice sticker. Chuchu also highlights the danger of Alou Kuol. You don't say. Well, in the end it's about the result, so it is what it is. Feel free to predict if you didn't do yet. An intermediary suggestion. And Sarawak United apparently is an easy opponent. True. We do not deserve to be there. He's a Russian and bound till 2028. Might be available for loan, and well, he's a foreign player, and that's an issue, given his level of skill. He is strong though, I like that. Could be an alternative. But, yeah. One for the shortlist and moving on.
I'm so excited!
Me too. There's a fight here. It's between being excited for the Champions League and being damn tired because it was a week that was really a lot of work. Okay. Our head of youth development is of the opinion that we don't really have a chance. I think I shared that one. Sabah against Perak. That is a really important match. Let us hope that this ends as a draw? I don't know. We'll also scout this. Just for funsies. That's even better. Sure. 0-0. With Aslan sent off, which is a good player for them, and Sabri sent off in minute 90 plus 4. I don't know how they managed to get there. But this is nice. That means Perak no longer have a game in hand. So I don't know. But apparently Sabah made it work. So they still have a game in hand, but they need to win it to catch up with us. And Johor DT, well, same, you know. Very good result for us. I like that. We might clinch the league title after all. It's a little bit of a danger though. We need to play against Sabah. Which means it's entirely within our own hands, but also very unlikely because, well, Sabah this season. They are really impressive. Who the hell are you? No swearing, Chris. But interesting, but not really interesting. A little bit interesting, maybe. He's not too bad. We just don't play with a real wingback. From the perspective of skill set, if I compare this to Yap Jonathan, for example, he's also listed for loan for whatever reason. Jonathan is spelled with a J. He's not in here. He's not in here because he's no left back. No, here. So, okay. There's a little bit of difference apparently. Yeah, theoretically. In practice though, he's definitely worse than Yap Jonathan. That's for sure. He also asked to leave apparently. But he's balanced, level-headed. I don't know. I mean, it could be a signing for the future, but it's not like we need to sign him immediately. Nobody else is interested. We'll add him to the shortlist. And move on for now. I don't want to deal with this right now. And, well, there's the issue that he does not really fit the personality type that we're looking for. And we wanted to reshape the squad a little bit with more professionalism. Hell, maybe even some ambition. But primarily professionalism. So, looking at our... What is this? All this scouting the under-21s International Cup seems to yield some players. That's interesting. Also, I have no idea how they get there. So apparently, they travel to Australia for this. Which means our scouts should get scouting knowledge, right? In Australia. He wants for wage between 160 and something else. Let's go back to this. Where was he? Here. This one. So according to the scout, between 160 and 210, transfer interest is dubious. Look at that. Dread's playing big matches, fairly inconsistent performer. I'm not saying he's bad, but I'm looking for different players if I can. As our shortlist. The actual candidates shortlist also contains players like this one, who is rubbish. A defensive winger that we don't know anything about anymore. Why? We should scout him. CDLD. Can we scout this guy first? Yeah, what's CDLD? Central defender, left defender. That one. He's... Yeah, he's on the transfer offer already. And yes, you can see the wage requirements are slightly above what I'm willing to pay. So no, I will not shortlist him. That won't happen. But I just wanted to show that we have other players that we are interested in. And I do not necessarily need to sign every single one of them. It could also be way above our wage budget. I don't have that money. It's as simple as that. I don't have between 700 and 900 euros a week. In fact, I think we have 350 now that's left in the wage budget, and well, I would be willing to spend on this or that, but in this case, I think that's way too much. Alright, team selection. So, this is a big occasion for the club, right? Which means resistance to stress will probably be vital. So, some spots will still be taken by the box standard players, just because they are the best that we have. And some of these players apparently need also some motivation. Yeah, well. He trained well. What about his form? Scored a goal last time. We'll praise that. Good job, sir. Then Juan will probably play, as always. Training still 10.0. I honestly have no idea what's going on here. He's a mercenary, so he must have... For this training rating, he must have really high professionalism plus ambition. I can't explain it any other way. That or he's a wonder kid. Provided 2 assists last time. I did the description for last episode today for the YouTube video. That's not really fair. In fact, he provided 3. The only issue is, the first of the goals did not count for us, because it came off the back of the goalkeeper. It was a corner taken by Juan, that met the head of Elbug Chagtsel, who headed it towards the post, hit the goalkeeper's back, and from there it went into the net. So it counts as an own goal by the goalkeeper. But for me, he has 1 additional assist. Due to a corner, I might add. Yeah. 2 assists is still very good. We like that. That's enough. Who plays in goal? You guys have opinions? Chin Siu Sum is considered to be fairly consistent, but also hates big matches, which is fantastic. And our backup goalkeeper dreads playing big matches too, but on top of that, he's not to be considered consistent. So, yeah, hard choice. I guess this one... well, we didn't sign anyone else, so that's why. I hope that counts as an explanation. But I figure Chin Siu Sum will take it. Which means he can go to the bench. Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay. We're all trying to be successful here. Yeah, that's true. So, off to the bench you go. Zakaria is probably not debatable. I think we can agree to that. He is not entirely sure about his role as an anchorman yet. Training's been great. Form 6.6 last match, I'm not impressed. Didn't create any chances, we'll tell him. Oh, never mind, he wasn't perfect morale anyway. Cool! Who else needs to come along for sure? Does anyone have an opinion on the Ankun versus Malik matter? Who's our playmaker-ish type for today? He didn't play last time. So, given that we rested him, that might make sense. Which means Malik goes to the bench. He also didn't train well. Had a decent match last time though. Not that bad. I'll praise the tackles here. That's an easy one. It wasn't perfect morale anyway. Ankun, are you in perfect morale? No, why not? He's not in perfect morale. Because he didn't play. 6.9, nothing to mention there. No yellow cards, so we praise his conduct. That's all we can do. Boop. Don't boop me. That's not fair. This direction. Don't boop me. I can't see the camera output from that angle. It might have been totally wrong. So, yeah. Who else? Any favorites? Who should play? Honest question. We should probably also have a look at this. So he enjoys big matches. Singh. Jason Singh. We have the choice between Jason Singh and Mr. Harsey. Also, I get bonked all the time. Which is good. So he's unfit due to a recent injury. He's a very consistent performer and enjoys big matches, Harsey. Jason Singh is inconsistent and there's no notion about enjoying or hating big matches. So sure, we can play him. That will definitely also give him playing time in a competition that has high level match experience. So hopefully that helps. The betting pool, I don't watch it. You always above my face. Okay, he said Jason Singh, we will follow that. Nobody has any complaints about it, and I don't have any complaints about it either. I think that's fair. Right wing. Well, now we're getting into the I don't know territory. We could play Baru as always. I may want to mention that he's a very consistent performer and enjoys big matches. There's that. Also, he probably could use the match experience on a higher level. So, given that he scored 8 goals and had 3 assists throughout the season, this might seem a little bit weird, but he's one of our better players. At least, well, in practice, not on paper. Right defensive position. Shitty form, both very consistent, and Badrul Hisham is entirely unsharp. Came back from injury. He does enjoy big matches and he's a fairly consistent performer though. Ahmad Nizam, very consistent, doesn't like big matches. Hadi, well, he's 16 years old. What can you say? As expected, right? So I guess for me it's between Badrul Hisham and Ahmad Nizam. And now I have my doubts. Shall we bring the 16-year-old after at all? I don't know. We'll play him. Need to make a decision. To the bench you go. Same as Hardy, actually. We have 12 spots here. Central defense. Well, that'll be an issue. I wanted to change something in central defense, actually. So Mamu plays as a ball-playing defender for now. But he did not create a single goal-scoring chance. Actually, that's not for... He had an assist. But that might not have been by a long ball. And I'm thinking we should play him as a regular central defender in the future. I know he has good passing, but his vision is shitty. His concentration's bad. So let's try to do a little bit more of a conservative approach here. Put him on central defender and also play him like that. Obviously, he didn't train for that for the entirety of the week, so that's bad. Yeah, he'll be fine. No issues. And hopefully that helps a little bit with his lack of concentration in the near-term future. If it doesn't, well, then it doesn't. What? Mazrin? Mazrin is not available anymore. You are talking about the bygone era, I think. So, yeah, that's over. No, we have Yap Jonathan or Mr. Hasnodin. Mr. Hasnodin is in perfect morale, but as you can see by the form, I don't think that's a good idea. To the bench you go. So that means Yap Jonathan. And as we realized, I think 5 minutes ago, he's inconsistent, but there's no notion of big matches here. That said, our entire club is probably made up of players that are not that great quality-wise in comparison to what we'll face. Malik will go to the bench. Mahazir? Mahazir's positioning is really bad though. And he doesn't enjoy big matches. The alternative would be Mustafa, who's a backup member actually. Very consistent and hates big matches, which leaves us with Fakrullah. Oh no, he's injured. So, which of the two will it be? The one with 2 points of composure and no strength, or the one with 6 points of positioning and no composure either. Also 6 points of strength. I guess Mahazir it is. If I can hit where it should go. Which means the rest of them can come along. If they are not injured. Or... yeah, that fits the foreign player rules. We still have 1 spot on the bench. What's not fulfilled here? Under 21 players, let's have a look. So... we could bring another central defender. Silvarai. That would be another striker. He did train reasonably well lately. What's the alternative? Da Costa Lima does not have another additional foreign player slot anymore. To be honest, I would be more comfortable with Da Costa Lima though. In comparison to Van Pekka. He can stay at home. Because Van Pekka cannot play reasonably well on both wings. And in attacking midfield we don't need him either. We do have a replacement for attacking midfield these days though. As you can see. He's not that bad in this role anymore. So we could do that. Which leaves a spot for Silvarai, theoretically. What's the alternative? Malek, we have somebody on the bench for that, even though he's not good. Umar, same. Yaya, we have a central defender on the bench and he's not good. Ahmad, similar issues. And then, well, the 2 goalkeepers are not needed at all. In fact, I do not think we need that goalkeeper either. Well, I don't know yet. Paul, 1m87 m. Paul, 1m85 m. So they will probably cope with our physical prowess, strength, jumping thingy. I think we'll leave the goalkeeper at home and take somebody else along. Whom though? Ahmad or Umar? Wow, he's bad. No. We'll take him. So, there we are. Second central defender on the bench. Well, we don't know if we win yet. The Liga Super also plays today, and we are hoping for a Harini win today. Yeah, well, in theory. In practice, I'm not... Where is he? In practice, Ahmad has a whole 6 points of heading skill. No strength whatsoever. And... yeah. Is worse. Never mind. You have a point. There you go. So, back to the tactical meeting. It is supposedly we should go very defensive. Obviously, that is for people that do not believe in themselves. And as I do believe that we can get a surprise win here. No, I don't. I have no idea how they play, but this will not go well. We'll try our regular tactic though. Do we know anything about the opposition? This is a 16-year-old? Great. We know absolutely nothing about them. Terry Harkin. To be accompanied by Alou Kuol. Oh, I know nothing about them. Great. So, what would you want me to do against a 4-4-2? We can maybe... idea. We can go here, have a look at their manager, So he likes to play down the wing in the 4-4-2. Alou Kuol is a former Stuttgart player. So, but he didn't really make it in Stuttgart. And he basically played for the B team for I don't know how long, maybe a year. Or maybe 2. That's about it though. And well, there's not much to mention there, really. I just know the name and I know the face and that's it. Or at least I imagine I recall the face. But there's been so many young players in Stuttgart that didn't really make it. Okay, so we know 4-4-2 with wing play. 4-4-2 with wing play seems like through the middle should be really dangerous for them. So let's do that. We don't even know about feet, right? No. Okay. So as a matter of principle, we go through the middle. I do think we could waste time, but I don't want to. Regroupen, blah blah. If they play on the wings, we try to trap them on the inside. So show them off the wings. Get stuck in. This old stuff, I don't know. I don't know if we would want to stop crosses, if that makes it any better. I guess theoretically would want to stop crosses, because if they play down the wing, I suppose they have players that can cross. That's my assumption. Stockholm and Stuttgart are what? It's both Germanic languages. That's about as far as commonalities go, I guess. Any other ideas? We will probably see a slight difference in quality. Oh, come on, don't be like that. You played like this for the whole season. Alright. Nobody's expecting anything. We are away from home in Australia. Apparently, they brought the entire room here over. What do you guys think? Motivation should not be an issue. Focus neither. As we can see here. And that's why you do not consume alcohol. I think give the fans a performance to cheer for doesn't really work for me. I should probably have a look for loyalty at some point in the future and see if it influences the general reaction here. That said, this never works for me. Well, or that, but obviously, as we are on Twitch here, alcohol's bad, man. Duh. We'll do that. Cautiously. Okay, some relaxation on 2 players, the youngsters obviously. And now we will cautiously encourage all of the rest. And then we will have a nervous 1.5 minute break and hope that we will get a good result. There we go. Make sure you... No, betting time's over. Okay, see you in 1.5 minutes. Yeah, I can help you, both of you, with that though, with that betting stuff. Because apparently nobody bet against you. So either they win or you will get refunds anyway. Thanks for that. I just got a new Coke. So cheers. I think there might be a chance that we will fill out our own stadium if I look at this. How many are in there? I should have had a look. Champions League! Oh, what a pitch. Okay, so much for wing play, I see. 11,486. Probably 2 of these are away fans. Let's see. So, this looks like middle of the pitch is a good idea. To me at least. Or not. You're away fan number 2. True. Wow. Finally. They had their first chance already. We shall encourage them. Pitch is wide and short, yes. It seems like it. So, wide and short means there's a lot of space on the wings. But against a 4-4-2, this also means there should be a lot of space in general. We do play the shit keeper because the other one hates big matches. And he's also inconsistent. The shit keeper. That shit keeper that replaced Mod Chalil with excellent performances last season. I think it was. This season though, nah. But whatever. So what would you suggest against this kind of tactical setup on a pitch that is wide and short? Short corner, short pass. Penalty. Oh no. Checking penalty. Oh, VAR. I never encountered this in FM. Penalties awarded. Come on. Yeah, that's probably also what I do. Baru doesn't even get a yellow card. A penalty 4 minutes into the match. Well, you will probably get your channel points back. Here it is. I did expect to concede at some point, but not due to a penalty. Also great performance by Chagtsel, not reacting at all, more or less. What kind of pass is this? Oh well. We should probably do some scouting on them at some point. Nice pass through the middle towards Zakaria. Ankun. Nice! Oh, come on, Elbug! Best chance of the match. With the exception of the penalty. Did you see that? So theoretically it does work. That was a really good chance. Yeah, to be fair, it's probably more realistic. We couldn't even afford to send a scout there. Oh, we probably could have, but he was busy scouting under 21s International Cup or whatever it is. Nice one towards Jason. No, he did his play too much. Sad face. Zakaria back to Singh, back to Chuck. Yep, Jonathan. Ooh, is it offside? Yes, it is. Well then, we will encourage them because it's not going that badly so far. Yes, the penalty and all, but at least we created one chance. Nah, that's a very good chance there. Right. That's not offside. Ankun. Ooh. Ooh. Back to Elbug. He's not a good passer, not a creative one either. Ankun takes the shot. Well, it's something. A pitch that is very wide but also short. Does this not invite pressing the goalkeeper or the central defenders in this situation? Look at the way it is set up. Shouldn't be pressed at two. I mean, we're no good at it, but from the pitch size, I suspect we might make it work. Or do I have that wrong? We'll try this. If nobody has any objections. So, where is it? Out of position, prevent short goalkeeper distribution. We will try this. We'll try to press them, and if it doesn't work, we fall back. Well, I guess to the sides, there is always space in the wide areas, which is exactly what they're going for. But if we can make sure that the central defenders don't get the ball, or that they can't play a reasonable pass out there. See, now he's pressing Mahazir, who's a shitty passer, goes to Ahmad Nizam, but there's enough space in the middle of the pitch. So it could go wrong. Exactly in the same way as it did go wrong for them here. Oh, that's not bad. Nice. Jason, do something useful. I mean, I guess that works. Or not. Offside again. We need Harsey out there. That was close. Will probably also be hard to see in this perspective on screen. Come to think of it. So, they do pass the ball around, but with the exception of the penalty, chances created are not that impressive so far. Their magnitude anyway. Quality is a little bit better than ours. Seems like they like to pass the ball around and that's about it. That's a good pass though. Wow. How do you tell? Doesn't have that many assists though. So for a playmaker-ish guy, this does not seem to be that impressive. He plays on a deeper position. Ballard. This one seems to be the one that gives the assists. So I think I will follow your instruction of pressing him, but we should mark him out of the match. Maybe that helps a little bit. In general, getting close to the two central midfielders is not a bad idea in this kind of formation, I think. Or playing against this kind of formation. What I was meaning to say. That's fair, yes. So 20 minutes in, they have the better chances. So far, so expected. Farrell with a nice through ball, and this one finds the back of the net. Well, shit. Things are not going well. Goal review. Well, Mr. VAR, goals awarded. Great. There was definitely no offside. I don't know why it was checked. Apparently due to a potential offside. No. Hell no. Amamu was, well, I guess not caught out of position. He was just bad defending. They also scored through the middle. This is really bad. It might be due to the pitch. Or due to us showing them to the middle. But the issue is if we show them to the wing, that's their favorite playing style, so that doesn't work either. Not bad. Yeah, it is bad. Alright. So either we go for a more attacking approach and try to turn this thing around, which is very unlikely to work, or we try to at least shut up shop a little bit. And I don't know which one will be the better approach here. To be fair, a defensive approach does not necessarily say we can't score. Well, what I can do is start berating them. We could also reduce the height of the line a little bit, or the height of the pressing. In general, we are capable of pressing high or very low on the pitch, and it seems like they find enough space. So getting the stuff closer together might work, and as you can see, there's opportunity for counter-attacks here. If only we knew how to shoot. I'll leave it for now. Also, the B rating does not seem... It didn't work. He's pressured by the feedback. He's overwhelmed. Why? That does not end up close to goal. Not bad. Is it offside? No. Intercepted though. Apparently his dribbling skill once is not... well, he's not up to the standard of the Australian league just yet. Ooh, that's a dangerous one. Okay. Nice cross by Baru, Elbug, and Glover saves. We do have chances. We could also try to take away the pass through the middle stuff. Play through the middle. Let's try to see what's available on the wing. That's dangerous. Well, in theory. In practice, though, so first of all, I think you have that right, Miss. In practice, though, it does work if the quality of your team is similar, and if you are capable of playing a similar setup. So, in our example, playing a 4-4-2, we would need to play Zakaria as well as Ankun in central midfield. First of all, though, Juan will probably need to score now, or not. Yeah, that would have been the day. Okay, Zakaria took a shot. So, I think we would not play to their strengths. That's an interesting pass. Interesting as in bad. And Kuol gets another goal scoring opportunity, or does he? Yeah, but so do they. Apparently the VAR was rather sure. It's disallowed. So we tackle him hard. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah, prior to this scene. if the Nisbet guy is so small, but he's 1 meter 60. So we push him over. I don't know. That's not a bad pass by Zakaria. One. Oh. But we do create through the middle, the way we play for now. And lone goal kicks will probably be far easier to intercept. They also try to play through balls a little bit. So, what happens if we are closer to our own goal? Do we create additional space? We will invite additional pressure, but we might also create more chances. I think we'll do that. If we drop the line a little bit, and maybe also the block, that does not necessarily translate to less chances created for us. It invites additional pressure, but we might have better opportunities on the counter-attack. Might also go horribly wrong, as always, you know. Free kick by Ankun. Mahazir. Yeah, well, underdogs chances, I guess. Jinsiusen saw that. That's true. Thank you very much for bringing that up. That's very true. I forgot about that. You are entirely correct. Ankun, that will be a corner. Taken by Ankun, most likely. I'm already at the halftime talk, to be honest. I'm thinking this isn't good enough, it's probably too hard on them. That goes to Zakaria. Will there be another chance? No. Yeah. True. Provoke a red card. Easy. Was it absolutely terrible? In a way. No. I think we'll go for something like this. Not enough possession or something. That is factual. So if we increase the amounts of possession, maybe we have a chance. Everybody's fired up. This is good. Now, I'm not entirely sure. I think they created a little bit. I have my issues with the rating, obviously, so I can just tell them, well, this is not good enough, blah blah blah. But the issue is, relative to the opposition, I guess they did what they could. None of them is really horrible. Well, yep, Jonathan as always, but... everybody's fired up already. They need encouragement. They do not need to be pushed over a little bit more. How do I say it? I think they know what's on. That's not the issue. So some encouragement might work. On some of them. Alright. Minor break, and then we'll do the second half. BRB. That's your knowledge, or you are just biased because you follow this club. Might also be our bias. We're trying. At least we're trying to create chances and so on. So I don't think you have it entirely wrong. I'm just not sure if we're putting up enough of a fight. Meep meep. Well, no chances created anymore in the first 5 minutes. We do encourage them now. Good wing play so far. That's blocked. Corner. We did already realize that they have a very defensive setup for their own well, if they face corners. This setup seems to emphasize short passing, and that's about it. Wow. What a short corner kick. I'm very impressed by this. Okay. They seem to be very possession focused. We could also obviously replace players, by the way. Double's an alternative. I just don't know who and why. We do have a cup match afterwards. This one's more or less done anyway. If Baru doesn't manage to do something really exciting here. Oh, come on, Jason, why? $60 minutes. Okay. So we have a match in 3 days afterwards against Johor DT. This match against Johor DT is mandatory, well, to be won if we don't win the second leg. But we gotta win in aggregate against Johor DT in the cup if we want to make it to the next stage. I figure, given that we will probably not win this one, we should rotate those players out that need to play in the match against Johor. Who would that be? Who needs to be saved for that match and is not specifically needed here? Or maybe also has a bad match. He'll probably tell me to play Silva right now. Keeper. Yeah, well, but the keeper is here for sharpness. And also is not entirely his fault. He did have a few good saves, so we can debate if maybe the other one would have saved an additional goal. But whatever. Right defender Baru and Elbug. So Elbug will be replaced by Oleg's Rai. Or actually by Silva Rai. Right defender, we could play Badrul Hisham here. I don't think, like, the 16-year-old could probably do with the match experience. He could do with the sharpness. Yeah, forget about that. We'll replace him. Yeah, no, play the 16-year-old. Just for the match experience, and if it is an additional... You think so? Really? Yeah, well, he's fit for this kind of match. If you say so, we'll do that. What else did you say? Baru and Elbug. Baru is a hard one, but we can play Da Costa Lima. That will not result in any development though. Well, it will result in development for Da Costa Lima. Juan, Amamu, and Zakaria. I think you have a point with Juan here. Juan is one of the more important players of the squad. So if we bring him in on here. You think so? He isn't playing well though. Not today. No. But we have a 16-year-old that can go through the middle and has very similar quality. In fact, he's a little bit faster. That might make the difference today. So, in general, I have no problem with playing Juan for an additional 10 minutes. In practice, though, I think Oleg's Rai might also be the better choice at this point. So I'm willing to try, to be honest. Elbug is an issue on 6.4, but we can just bring Silva Rai. He's horrible, but whatever. Welcome to the Champions League. And then we have 5 subs. I do follow the Zakaria argument, but Zakaria is very unlikely to get injured. Ankun can just be replaced. You think so? Well, I mean, Silva Rai is really horrible, right? If someone scores, it's probably Elbug. I see. The Amamu issue, I'm not so sure about either, but he's a little bit tired. We could maybe use him next match. Who would come on? Well, probably not Ahmad. We could give playing time to Ahmad, but really, that's just the recipe for disaster, even though he's motivated. So Mustafa it is for Amamu. And then we have 2 additional subs. Maybe they can... you would need to remind me to put them on for at least 15 minutes, so they get a match rating. Well, I will wait 10 minutes anyway. But we will sub them now. And I really do not want to exhaust them too much. We have a very tight schedule in the next few weeks. So this is more of a strategic decision and not so much a tactical one. It's not about this match anymore. It's about the entirety of the matches in the future. I would also want to take off Jason Singh. Rava, I don't know if they play today, man. No, apparently they do. Where is it though? No. I don't think they play today. Because it's not on the latest scores here. So let's have a look at the end of this cross. Yeah, we will. Ooh, interesting. We'll encourage him a little bit more. That's not bad. This is bad. Man, uncle. I also had another idea. Just right now. It might be really stupid, or it might work. That's also a possibility. I will change him from deep lying playmaker back to segundo volante. Because the segundo volante goes through the middle, in general. So maybe he makes an appearance in the middle of the pitch closer to the goal, which creates some penetration. Or I have that completely wrong. We will find out. Like this. Exactly like this. If this works immediately, it would be so funny. Yeah, that's a good tackle though. Apparently no penalty either. Deadly. Well done. Should have synced it. Good dribble by Elbug. That's... It's a foul. Penalty! Yay! Come on, Olex. Oh no. We get the penalty. Nice. And Olex Rai will probably take it. Or not. Then Hall also gets a yellow card. Who takes the penalty? Elbug. I'm too pessimistic. Well, we have a chance. Now, let's put it in first. Nice. Good job, man. Good job. 15th goal of the season for Elbug. He might make it to the 20 afterward. To get an additional 1,000 euros or whatever we pay him. Not bad. So now we just need the equalizer and then we absolutely overperformed and actually get some money from this. All of a sudden... It's minute 72. We could... Yeah, subs time. Okay. We will do subs after this one. whatever's going on here. Baru, that's not too bad. Elbug. Ooh. So the stuff with Ankun seems to work as a segundo volante. I don't know if this was really the cause for it, but it seems to work a little bit. And I think I will deviate from the plan that Harsey doesn't play. Harsey shouldn't have high match load. He came back from injury. He is not entirely sharp yet. He is a very reliable player, and Jason Singh. Malik for Zakaria. That makes sense. He's a more creative player. DLPD. So deep playing playmaker on defend duty. To be honest, his long range passing isn't good anyway. I'm not sure if I want to focus. Yeah, I don't want to focus on that. I think we'll do defensive midfielder or ball winning midfielder. I think ball winning midfielder is a fair idea too. That said, well, we did want to do high pressing anyway. So we go from this. I will not change the tactic here. So we do ball winning midfielder actually. Get away from this. No. Ahmad is not. Ahmad is a good tackler, but look at the strength, for example, or the mobility. He's bad at it. Yeah, Ahmad can jump and that's about it. We have one additional player to be subbed. I think I will bring on Harsey. The rest of them are... I mean, I guess not in theoretically, but I don't think that will help. Also, he's not that tired. Nah, I want them to have the match experience for the last 20 minutes. Yeah, but I will bring on Harsey for Jason Singh. And Elbug can stay on. Harsey is somewhat reliable. I want to try this. And that balanced thing can go away. Will we go positive at least? We do have the higher pressing. Well, the higher pressing line, we do counter press. I think I like the setup as it is. We do not necessarily need to change his role. He's used to it. He'll be fine. We'll also get stuck in now. I don't know about the pressing situation. Yeah, I thought about that. But if we press too much, we lose shape too much, and this is a very wide pitch. This I can follow. Then again, there will be enough space in the middle. It does not matter much, I think. So, you believe in footballing gods, maybe? Start praying. We need it. Well, we cannot pass into space only for the wings. And I do not think we want to pass into space for the entirety of it. Or do we? Well, looking at that, I think passing into space would have been a good idea. That said, now we face Harkin first. Good save. Apparently we want to pass into space. And we are inviting them now. So for the next match, we should do with a lower block from the start. Because apparently that worked. But we're chasing that one goal now. So we do increase the risk here. Alright. Go! You can get it. If you really want. Well. Well intercepted. Ankun finds Baru out on the wing. Baru is too slow. Or is he? Apparently he's not. Goes past his man. Elbug! Why? Samurai would have made it. What a chance! That's not well claimed. Good job. Oh, we should probably... we should do that again. Prevent it. Press a little bit more. Go have at it. True. We're 7 minutes out. I'll go attacking. I don't want to concede 5 goals, but... dangerous. Wow. Apparently our goalkeeper is not that shitty yet. That said, they get way more chances than we did. Nisbet takes the corner. Well intercepted for now. Okay. I do feel like we created more chances, relatively speaking, in our previous approach. Yeah, that's done. Okay. So, we tried, we changed stuff, it didn't work. Yeah, but... well, we can try. Yeah, true. Theoretically it's possible. In practice it will not happen, but... it is possible. Also this passing to space was really bad. Nisbet will be suspended for the next match. What a pity. Malik with a free kick. That might end up with Baru. Get it? That's a corner. Well, a chance is a chance. Elbug could have turned this entire match around. Not bad. RC, that was bad. Does not seem like we create anything anymore though. Yep, Jonathan. Not a Baru header this time. Ankun. Still Ankun. Apparently it was a clean tackle. Otherwise, Nisbet could have gotten his second yellow card. A bit late though. Yep, help out. That's a good idea. Nice. Percy with a cross, and Baru is not a natural header. Neither is Ankun. But the approach to give Ankun some capability to roam as a segundo volante from a deeper position at the start is probably not a bad one for the match at home when we will face him again. We can try to do that. Maybe we'll get a different result then. Obviously nothing's sure. But, well, I want to go as far as I can in the Champions League. But let's be honest. I think we are trying to look for single points here or for some additional money. So we need to make sure that we get we can scrape 1 or 2 points out of the barrel. Yes, theoretically. In practice we are not dominant enough for sure. So we'll see. Also these all seem to be away fans. At least according to the colors. I doubt that though. Well, the performance wasn't superb though. I think we'll go with unlucky. Okay, everybody seems to be relaxed and motivated. This is a positive. Do I want to blame anyone in particular? No. We played our first Champions League match. It didn't go well. That is to be expected. Group. Oh, the other groups just weren't displayed, right? Where are we? Here. Orava won against Hanoi FC. So, 2-1. That's another Ito. Okay, I was confused for a second. Alright. So, we lost. That's not too bad though, is it? Stuff like this is happening. Next up. Can you show away fund? What's up? Oh, away fan base. Fans. Yes, I can, if I can. Where do I find this? And the schedule most likely should be here. It says 15 away fans. 15, man. This is perfect. So, that's a lot of traveling supporters. Yeah, more than expected for sure. Also, you wanted to show club finances, so I will show you. Yay! We lost. That's a shit ton of money, man. We were sitting at -4 prior to the match. I will need to think about this in the bathroom. We'll have a short break and we can do the first cup match afterwards, right? Stream's only 1.5 hours. So short break and afterwards we will do next match. Against Shohor DT. That's easier now. Kirby. Imagine for a second we would have won that match. If we would have won that match, we would have gotten 50k. So we would have been 10 or 15k in the black from this match only. That's as expensive. Well, that's how expensive these trips are. I'm quite impressed. The Champions League qualification will ruin us. That's... Wow. Fantastic. We are only 100k in the red this season. So if we don't win the cup for all of a sudden... Oh no, the winning the league gives money, right? So theoretically we could win the league. Obviously we are going for that anyway. So... In a way, you can phrase it like this. Winning the league is compensation for all of the trips in the Champions League and partially awards you with some money to be able to afford that. But that's it. And winning the league gives 83k. Second place gives 50. It gives 50. All right. So those 83, that's enough for 2 trips. Maybe. To be fair, Australia's far away. Most likely. And apparently we took the entire training center with us. Alright. Oh, 4 days, not 3. Who needs to rest? You need to rest. You need to rest. At least for a day. And I think the remainder of them can sit there and wait. We'll clear this. Gotta go in with a clear head. Shohor DT. They do play a wing play style, but in a 4-3-3, which from my perspective is hard to cope with. Against this 4-4-2, we really found an opportunity to go through the middle. We just didn't have the quality to pull it off. And also not the luck. Oh, Johor won. 6-0 against Harini. So much for winning the league title this season. It's not hopeless yet. But we need to win every single match to clinch that league title. Kedah defeated Pahang. That's not really useful for us. Armed Forces won. They might still make it. It's very unlikely, but they might still make it. Bukit Tambun are done. The 19-year-old Hassan has retired after we didn't sign him. Great. There goes a professional player. Okay. Rosley's player of the week. Great. 6 goals. Why? So I guess I will be corrected. Maybe the last match was the easy one. It's also away. He'll leave us tomorrow, he's very good, and also we cannot afford him. His jumping is also rather bad for somebody that could play target forward, theoretically. Be much better than Elbug. I mean, I think we extended his contract anyway. Pressing forward. Man, the physicals are great. Gotta give him that. The rest can't take the penalties in comparison to Elbug. How much money do you want? I will have a look. I had the same thought. He wants to be star player. I'll just try this. I don't think this will work out. Yeah, that's not too bad actually. Give me my money back. Choose outcome. DC Mariners won. There you go. Here you have your potatoes. So 37.2k go to Journalist and Maze. Wow. I hope you got it back proportionally. I cannot afford this and I don't want to. But it was interesting to see. He's an interesting player, so shortlist at least. I hope he doesn't retire. Then again, Mahmoud Ali retired too. So these are the two 19-year-olds. At the age of 17, never mind. Yeah, we didn't sign them. They were too expensive for the lack of skill that they represented. So you wanted to see about CC Mariners? I'll go there immediately. Any other thoughts on the match so far? We are rock bottom now. Yeah, we know a lot now. Not. I mean, our scouts did probably not accompany us. Or if they did, they probably did a round trip of Australia instead. They didn't watch the match. Against this 4-4-2. So this is an idea for the future, I think. Maybe that's a lesson I needed to be taught. Because I just experimented there and it seemed like it was an idea. But obviously it also comes with its own risk. Johor will play a 4-3-3 though. So against Johor this might not work. Which makes sense. Against Johor, it's more important to play the long, precise passes from deeper positions on the pitch and from Ankun's position, because we wanna target the wings a little bit more. At least that's how I explain it to myself right now. Report on Rai. He's able to perform well in his new position. Yep. He's gotten accomplished as a shadow striker. Which reminds me of something else that I will probably just show you. I'll go back to this. Here. So, as you can probably tell, his contract runs out at the end of 2080. And obviously, given that he is our strongest, best player with good development and blah blah blah, I want to keep him around. Also, his training rating dropped. But I want to give him a new contract. We're very keen. He's not interested. He needs a better squad overall. He thinks he's the best player in the squad and this is not appropriate for him. And I think he is correct. But we cannot afford... Well, if we find players on his level of quality for the amount of money that we pay him, then I will happily sign them. That said, I think he was a unicorn from that perspective. So, yeah, that won't happen. On the other hand, we now have a somewhat tolerable replacement for that position. That might need some additional physical attributes, but the rest of it is totally fine for the role. And he can actually finish, by the way. Azwan Khalil. Azwan Khalil doesn't like his individual training. I do not care. We'll just take it off. Staffing advice. He would be a good coach. That's great and all. Under 21's coach. I don't think we need to look at coaching now. What was the last one? Coaching course for... Oh, for the goalkeeping coach. Yeah, that's a good idea. He's bound by contract. I will happily supply this if the board does. Sarawak United win in the Piala Malaysia semi-final. That's great. Does it come with some money? No, it doesn't. We need to sell parts of the club or something to be able to afford to play in the Champions League. Well, our shitty goalkeeper trains well. Good job. Same with you. Well, that's wrong. Of course. So it seems like we have a repetition of certain things here. The cup matches in the under-19s will also be played against Johor DT. Great. Yes. And we are expected to lose this one too. I think it's quite interesting that we created more after we dropped back. So we invited the pressure, despite that pressure, well, it might have been applied, but we were able to defend this well in the balanced mentality in that last match, and we created chances from that. It might be overinterpretation, but it seems like it has worked in the last match. So that's interesting to me. Wanna go to Sweden? He started the coaching course, this is good. So my hope is that he improves his level of skill here a little bit more. And all of a sudden we would have a really useful goalkeeping coach. Kuching play against Selangor. We are not really interested in the result, but I guess we are hoping for a Kuching win. despite them being our local rivals. Also, Sabah need to lose this. The rest is used. Well, I guess we're hoping for a Pahang win as well as a Kelantan win. That didn't go well. Cool. Terengganu are out of the race now. Sabado, Mr. Bruno Dibal. That looks impressive, yes. Cool. So, how do we get a result away from home against Johor DT in the quarterfinals? They also do wing play, but in a 4-3-3. The deep line playmaker should be the better option here. He's wanted by Harini. Ooh, let's not forget about one thing. I just remembered. You probably recall that we fucked up contract negotiations with Tailani. That needs to be resolved, right? So, last time I offered, I don't know, 60 or 70. And he wanted 100. He'll get his money now. Sure, man. Sure. I want you to be at the club anyway. Somebody needs to replace Juan Servin at some point. And he might not be the player that develops that well. He still wants 100. I'll start with 80 this time. Put this to 5%. I do not want to throw him out of the club. I want him to stay here. And between 80 and 100, it's not much of a difference, really, for us. That's great. How about 85? And the 5% clause. And also, maybe this. Great. Can we get rid of the clause? No, we can't. That's still very good. Let's save some money as long as we can. Okay. I will take a second, you know me at this point. I will try. Nope. So the clause wasn't a bad idea. Because he might make those 15 matches. Obviously I can reduce this if I want to. I guess the question is, do we want to? Because this is a double-edged sword, right? If he hurts himself in match 14, for example, then we have a problem because the contract didn't get extended. On the other hand, he might break a leg, and we do not want to have him anyway. So, I'm kind of torn. Sometimes I want to put this on 5, because I just want to extend the contract anyway. Is he susceptible to injury? Natural fitness is an 11, so he might remain sharp. It doesn't say here, and we do not have a medical report. He's out on loan. So I suspect he's not very susceptible to injury. As a result, we could reduce this to maybe 10 matches, if he accepts it. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. So forget about it. He won't care. The appearance fee, can we reduce this? He's spirited, that might come with some additional ambition. I don't have the attributes at the top of my head for that. Not entirely. Okay. So, is there any other clause that we need? Yeah, sure. Theoretically, we might get relegated and it might count here. He's bound till 2028, so any clause that we include here, if he made those 15 matches, will be extended to that next season afterwards. So let's try. He probably doesn't think we will get relegated. Okay, let's go all out. Perfect. He doesn't care because his current contract, in his current contract without the recognition of the clause. That won't work, but I will try. You'll see. He didn't want this to be changed to 5 matches. Never fucking ever will he accept this clause. He wants to retain some flexibility. He wants to move on afterwards. And that's totally fair. He's not a bad player. Now, on the other hand, he's better than Ahmad for sure. The alternative would have been to play Ahmad next season. Not the central defender. The attacking midfielder that we have from Brunei. And they are within a similar realm of money. Well, this is a wonderful match. Anyone wants to place a bet on Armed Forces versus Bukit Tambun? Nah, let's not do that. But, that's 2 wrecks playing against each other. Don't you tell me they play at the same time as us. Okay, apparently they do. So, we will face Johor DT. We did not get a match report either for this one, a scouting report. I should look into this. It seems like this under-20 International Cup. We don't know. I don't think it's been played yet. No, hasn't been played yet. Can we do match day? No. I don't know how to pull the overview or how to open the overview for the matches of today. So that's why I can't tell you. But it hasn't been played yet, if I see that correctly. Maybe in the league matches. Here. That's the latest score. Yeah, we have it's 9 PM here, and it started 15 minutes earlier. So the latest score is 0-0. But we will play against Johor at the same time. That's the issue. Okay, so we will know afterwards. Not that it matters much. Bukit Tambun will probably lose, and if Armed Forces win, then Armed Forces might remain in the league, which cannot stand. The Kuala Lumpur club, they need to be relegated. Obviously. It's just the way it is here. At least in our save. Okay. We play against Johor DT. Johor DT have some very good players that have issues with jumping, it seems. So that might be what we're going for. We're also hoping for Harini win, but at this point I do not believe in Harini anymore. They just got 6 goals handed to them. That's not the right way to phrase it, is it? They conceded 6 goals in the last match. We don't know anything about these. That's damn bad. Okay, next match. Opposition report says, great. We need to deal with that scouting stuff. But it seems like the scout doesn't do his priority reports for the next opposition anymore. That's an issue. So his jumping's probably an 8 or maybe a 10. Not that impressive. This is worse. In general, these two know how to pass the ball. That's bad. Rosley has somewhat tolerable off-the-ball movement. Anticipation is not that high. 12 points of jumping, good strength. I guess we want to keep him away from goal. Because the alternative would be that we let him roam in the penalty area. So a low block will not work against this guy. At least I don't think so. Also, they like wing play. And well, these seem to be capable wingers. Put the ball both to the weaker foot. Does he have weaknesses? Bravery is very low, but I do not see how we can exploit that. That's not all that it is to it. No idea here. No idea there. I mean, I guess this could be low dribbling, but I don't think so. Einmal very good passing. Off the ball movement is absurdly bad. Mark him tightly. He does not have strength either, so that could work. Ottoman, very good passing. Off the ball movement's great though. He has good first touch, good composure, really bad bravery, strength, and dribbling skill. Marking tightly, yes, I would prefer that. Unfortunately, I do not think it will work. He's not that weak. He might outmuscle Zakaria, so I will not give a specific instruction here. A double team marking? Are we talking about man marking for both of them? I think that does not work in FM actually. So, assuming we play Amamu for whatever reason, and whoever. If I tell them both to mark the same player, Rosley it is. If I tell them both to mark Rosley, I think it will be replaced if I recall correctly. Or not. So you have that right, we could do that. That said, that limits... Well, Zakaria as a second man marker would invite pressure from the midfield. I doubt that that is a good idea. And the next thing is, if Zakaria and or Ankun fail at marking their central midfielders in one situation, which is likely to happen in a match, Amamu as well as Mustafa following the striker means that whoever makes a breakthrough from midfield for them gets all of the opportunity to score, or at least to shoot. Because both of them will be focused on the striker and there will be nobody to back it up. So in that situation, usually one should mark the striker and the other one should close down whoever made the breakthrough. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with that. Yes, he's a lone striker, but I'm not sure if this is not too explicit. I think I'll take that off for now. It is an idea though, but it comes with a little bit of risk from my perspective. Also not sure if I want to play these two. So, up front though, Elbug's available. Elbug's on medium match load. Elbug is not fully fit, it seems. Okay. Well, he did score last time. We should also talk to him about last match, as always. Or not. Form's been okay. Can we praise the goal scoring? 4 goals in 5 matches is fine. Not this. Okay. Talking about the conduct all day, I think I will not do that for now. I'd rather have him close to being perfectly motivated than risking it. So, what do you guys think? Shin-Soo-Sum, despite all of the hateful comments from the spectators, spectators, I don't know, managed to get to a 7.3 rating last time. Did concede 3 times though. I'm not sure what to tell him, to be honest. Yeah, well... At least he trains well. He's also in perfect morale. On the other hand, this would be an opportunity to give some playing time to the other guy again. Against Shohur. He's in very good morale, and he does improve from the playing time that he got previously. So I don't see a big issue in letting him onto the pitch. It is a big match though. On the other hand, it's the first leg. We can always rotate Shin-Soo-Sum into it in the second leg. And Shin-Soo-Sum came back from injury. He does need to improve his sharpness first. So I think there's an argument to be made for Mod Faisal in this match. What else? House, Jason Singh. I think we can play Harsey here. Let's have a look at the opposition down. And just as a fair warning, there will be an ad break coming up. In fact, I'll play it immediately. I don't have any snoozes anymore, so we will need to deal with this. There we go. Where was I? Jason Singh. So let's have a look at their right back. This is our left attacking side, so their right. Seems to have a good tackler, good positioning, rather fast. That said, maybe RC still has a chance here. He's not that bad. He did train well. 6.6 last match, 5 out of 5 passes. We'll praise his passing, at least. That was good. He didn't create anything though. To be fair, he had 20 minutes. That works. Alright. Where's Juan? Here. The last match, that wasn't good enough. 9.75. 6.3 rating last time. Passing was great, no chances created though. We can definitely criticize that. He agrees. In this kind of setup, I think he will have a hard time finding space anyway. He might drift to the wing from time to time. So from that perspective, I think attacking with a little bit wider makes sense here. Out here is probably Baru time again. As always, it's not like we have an alternative. We could try to play Elbug there, but cutting inside against this kind of formation doesn't make sense, right? Cutting inside would go into this space here, but there's probably at least a central midfielder as well as a defensive midfielder in addition to these two. So chances are there will not be much space there. Which means Baru is a good fit here, from my perspective. Trains well, 6.8 last match. I think he could have been more influential, but it's not horrible. It's not horrible. I don't know what to say. Maybe praise the conduct. Hopefully I didn't do that lately. Okay. That's about it. I can't think of anything else. Zakaria would be available. His form did improve a little bit. And we don't really have an alternative. Again, no chances created though. Can't even criticize him for it anymore. 6.72 is not good enough for somebody that does take captaincy though. Yeah. Okay. Can he play? Sure. Will he? Sure. Ankun versus Malik. So we could play Malik for the entirety of the match. It's not a horrible idea. He didn't provide much last match though. So we'll tell him that. There you go. On the other hand, I think Ankun is just flat out better and match load is light on him. So I do not really see a reason why we wouldn't play Ankun here. Maybe to save him for the match against Hong Kong. No, it wasn't Hong Kong. Hanoi. Close enough. My brains. We did already determine deep lying playmaker is the better role here. At least that's what we're hoping for. And now we're stuck with the selection of defense. Any preferences on your part? So we do have Amamu, Mustafa, as well as Mahar Zira available. None of them did play really well recently that day. 6.6 rating in the last match. Not really good enough. 4 out of 4 headers though, so we can praise that. Well, the striker was also reasonably fast, I think. But you have a point, obviously. He was imperious in the air, that's true. He also wasn't good enough defensively, I think. We did concede 3 goals. So we will try that. Oh. Okay. He didn't accept that. Because he doesn't think it was his fault. Training performance, I'd rather not praise this. Form, I'd rather not praise this or criticize it. 6.88 is not that bad. He is a good jumper with 12. Not that strong though. Alternatively, Amamu is way stronger, also a good jumper. He's just not really concentrated most of the time. And the level of training is impressively low. Tackles 2 out of 2, 6.6 rating. I guess we can praise the tackles here. Okay. So it is Amamu. And looking at Mustafa, 5 points of strength. Jumping reach is a little bit low. Composure is a 2. No heading skill. I think to the bench he goes. That won't work for today. So it is Maharzir after all. Where is he here? Wings. Yep, Jonathan is ready to be... No, oh, does this also mean he will be banned for the league, right? It's the League Cup after all. I think it's the same yellow cards. So the alternative is to play Hasnodin, obviously. Who has been... Is shitty too hard? I think he's been shitty. Recently. That's sad. He's 25 now. Still developing a little bit from time to time. In fact, that's a lot, actually, for a 25-year-old. And he has the pace. So in theory, he could develop at some point to something useful. We'll play him. I know it's a cup match, I know his form hasn't been good. So, we'll tell him. I'm sure we didn't criticize his form recently. Probably did that 5 days ago. Okay, he wants to work harder. Good, good. You didn't play recently, so I can't really comment on that. Level of training is alright. That's better. And we can probably praise the conduct. Maybe? Yep. Here we go. Perfect morale now. Who plays right back? We have 3 choices. And one of them is not sharp. One of them probably a bit overplayed, and one of them is 16 years old. Trades well though. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. At the age of 25, he might have issues with that. But we can try. I don't have a... I don't think it's a bad idea. It might not be accepted though. But still. So you guys have a preference for the right back position? Badrul Hisham is out of contract and wanted by Harini. If we want to get him sharp, we need to play him, but he might just leave at the end of the season. Same player, go away. Ahmad Nizam, well, just look at the form. Left winger, good question. Their left winger, Wilkin, seems to be fairly fast. 7 to 14 though, that's probably a 10 or an 11. Most likely an 11, maybe a 12. Acceleration seems to be very high, so he's pacey. He also has a long shot and he cuts inside. So that's an issue. Crossing and dribbling are okay-ish. Not strong. First touch is low and composure is low. This is a pressing target, isn't it? This is a pressing target. We need to press him. Which means we need somebody that is aggressive, correct? And can tackle. He's not that aggressive. He's aggressive and he can tackle. He's aggressive and he can't tackle. Decision has been made. Easy. So we do something like this. Okay. Which leaves us with subs for the bench. You go to the bench. You do. I don't see an issue with bringing the 16-year-old again. Who else? Well, Ushindi probably, Malik probably, Jason Singh just because we can, Alex Rai, and then... Do I have issues with that now, repeatedly? We need a replacement, but we just offered a contract to him, Talani. We'll bring the Castalima again. That should work. Which makes it 6 foreign players overall. Nice. Okay. That settles this affair. Now, looking at the crossing. Lambert might be able to jump, I don't know. 1m77, 1m81. I don't see this necessarily as go for floated crosses. Not from the knowledge that I have right now. I would need to rewatch old episodes to find out. I do think we play wide. We already instructed that. This stuff... So, they have a wing play approach, which means we try to trap them on the inside, I guess. We also have more players in the middle of the pitch, so that might make sense. And we do not want to have crosses. This stuff, I'm not so sure about. The defensive lines. Staying on feet, triggering the press and all that stuff. Also, I don't know, counter-pressing might be in order here. We may want to change that throughout the match. Okay. Any other ideas on your behalf? Last chance. Also, I need to initiate a prediction, obviously. So we will do that. Well. I can't do that. I can only do one prediction at a time. So obviously I can change it, but well, let me put it like that. First goal scorer prediction is really hard to determine. And it might not be fulfilled all the time, because first goal scorer is only available once. Also, you know, after the first person scored, it's not interesting anymore. So, I will give you 2 minutes to decide. If you think Sarawak United will have the win, we will have a draw, or Johor win. This is a cup match though, first leg, so draw is impossible. Here you go, have your 2 minutes, and I will submit this. Everybody seems to be emboldened, which is good. This is an away match, so... But I want to see a marked improvement. Yeah, everybody else can bet too. Place a single channel point or something. So I can take your money. It's not money, it's channel points. I was challenged to call it potatoes. I didn't do that yet though. All of the potatoes on this channel. Not sure if that sounds well. I have faith. Okay, if you say so, but, well, if it's about the monies, we will have an ad break. You know, that's what you do prior to the match, and I don't have any snoozes anymore. So, you will maybe need to endure a little bit of a longer break, and then we'll go to the match. See you soon! Okay, that's it, let's go. How did you bet? One person bet. Thank you very much for sacrificing your channel points. So you will probably get them back, no matter the result. But thank you for trying. We'll encourage them, obviously. This is away from home, and hopes are that we will have a better match today. Good one. Well, Johor, you didn't make it to the Champions League last season. So sadly, this does not really mean anything. We don't have the acceptable player material. They still have way better players. We do get a corner though, and Juan is on the pitch. And we know for sure that Juan is a good corner taker. We also brought on people that are somewhat capable of doing a jump or two. That does not include Zakaria though. And he apparently was there. In all of this mass of people entangled with each other. Nice one, Bauru. Is this offside? It is not. 3 players and Harsey. Okay. Well chased. Good job. Nice. Oh. He's a creator. Just like any artist, sometimes he's prone to very interesting decisions. Yeah, corner. Damn. We did have close to 70% possession up until now. For the whole of the 2.5 minutes. Alright. That's a bit dangerous. What happened? It deflected off the defender. Hasnodin lost his man. Deflected off Hasnodin. Or did it come off Amamu? I'm not so sure. Anyway, straight into the long corner. The far corner, they say in English, right? In German it's long corner. But, well, the translation of long. Anyway, 1 goal behind. Hi, Mace. You missed the opportunity to bet all of your channel points against Cherenollet. So far, so good. Elbug. We're not doing well because we conceded a goal that deflected off the defender. It wasn't even a good chance, to be honest. Just a throw in, cutting inside, and then it deflected off the wide defender. To be fair, Hasnodin did lose his man again. Once more. Yeah, could be. Against Johor in the cup, sure. I'm not sure. I think we might. He does. Baru doesn't. So, a mixture? Yeah, well. The target forward. So he's a 5-2. No, never mind. Why is this all... What happened? Okay. He can't jump. He's not a good jumper either. What is going on with me? No, you will not do that. And if you do it, I will not import them. So in possession, we want to float it in. And we want to go towards the target man, obviously. Or at least towards that area. Because, well, Elbug Chagtsel is who employ that area. Or cover that area. That's a better way to phrase it. Sometimes the correct words just escape me. By the way, if you witness something like this, feel free to tell me what word would have been more appropriate. I'm always willing to learn. So we go towards the target forward. I forgot about Juan. Also towards target forward in case it comes to it. And now let's see if we can turn this thing around. Nice one. That would have met Amamu's head, maybe. Hasnodin with a throw in. Zakaria back to Hasnodin. Deflects off a defender here. I might have seen that. I can't recall right now though. But maybe I will recall later. Nice! Shane Thomas Baru, 11th goal of the season. This guy... No! That's a great pass. That's a great pass and also a wonderful finish. Shane Thomas Baru is so impressive this season. I did not expect this level of quality from him. That's really fantastic. What do you think? 6,559 overall. You can probably figure out how many are Sarawak United supporters yourself. I suppose it's in the double digits and that's about it. That's, well, that's very dangerous and also a very good tackle by Ahmad Nizam. I'm quite impressed by that. We did concede a goal from a similar situation from the other wing. That was close. I can remember all of the debates we had about Shane Thomas Baru. I cannot remember $7K? Oh, but this is away from home. I'm not sure if we get anything from that. Maybe. Oh, it's a cup match. Sure. So we should get half. Maybe yes. I'm not sure. This is the League Cup. So. Wow. Wow. Can you please start defending, guys? We'll waste a little bit of time. Yeah, it would be. I have my doubts about Hasnodin's performance. I guess that's a 60-40. We're getting under a lot of pressure here. He will not get there. I have no idea who that is. Then again, I'm not very familiar with rap music in any language, really. Yes! What a tackle! Create something from it! The chances created are fantastic if we create. If we don't, we have issues. It feels like a low block might be the appropriate way here. That said, they had a striker that is fairly strong, right? If I recall correctly. So It may be a better idea to take the game to them. Halunkenbande. That is a nice name for a song. How would you translate that? No, that's not fair. We have very professional players. I want to get more corners. We will change this a little bit. Looking at this again. So, we know that Rothley is fairly fast. He's also a good jumper and rather strong. He's an international player on top of that. How do we shut this guy down? You know what? There's not a single yellow card around here. Fuck that. Let's foul him off the pitch if we can. We take off the time wasting because Chernobyl doesn't like it. And out of possession, I will push up a little bit higher. It seems like we might stand a chance of getting that ball. This pitch is much more narrow in comparison to the last one. To be fair, the last one was acres in width. That's not how it works. But whatever. Yeah. And I want to counter press here. I think we might have a chance to recover the ball. Obviously, this sets us up for counter-attacking opportunities. But the way it went for now, either we increase the amounts of pressure that we invite and try to create some additional space here by allowing them a little bit further forward, and they do push up fairly high, or we'll push them all the way back to their own goal. So what we're trying to do now is see how they react if we push them a little bit further. And maybe we can create some additional chances from that. Or maybe not. Then again, if nobody creates chances here and we go home with a draw, that's not a bad result necessarily. In fact, this chance is ours. Could have been worse. What's up with him? He's anxious. Come on, Elbug. You are to lead, not to be complaining about you might lose or whatever. Decent choice. Okay. That's dangerous. We found Zakaria though. Back to Amamu. He has a lot of space sometimes, Amamu, right? Baru again. Back to Ankun. Nice ball. Okay, that is floated. And it's a chance. It's a chance. I did not expect that one to go to what's going, to be honest. That flew through the air for, well, minutes, it felt. Okay, this is all the chances they got ever since we press a little bit higher. Don't you dare. Put it out. Dangerous. It's still dangerous. Okay. Interesting goalkeeping. That's for the first half. Cool. So, we have a draw for now. Any ideas about the match? Anything you... I don't know. You recognized? Anything you wanted to share? It's your chance now. Yeah. Not bad. What's the feedback for the squad though? Blah. I don't know if positive is a good idea. It might set us up for a counter-attack even further. Or even more. You sure about that? What's the opinion of the rest? This is an away match after all. We do have a second leg. I think I will challenge them actually. That works. Okay. Now we will give them feedback in a calm and rational manner. But we will give them feedback if they've not played well. Yeah. So that's an idea. I thought about Amamu actually, but we can do it on both. Because both of them have very good passing, so we would lose some of the possession, but maybe we gain some penetration. And that's a good idea. I do not want to give feedback to them. Zakaria... not part of Zakaria's role. So we'll do it to Amamu. He knows how to play ball-playing defender. We'll do that. That automatically says he takes more risks. He shouldn't shoot and dribble though. I still don't want that. He's a really shitty dribbler, and shooting is not his strong suit either. So theoretically that could increase penetration a little bit. We had 2 or 3 scenes where in which Amamu did just play a possession pass to his direct neighbor. Yeah, that's the question. Would we take it? Because if we go positive now, we set ourselves up for failure, in a way too. And I don't want to risk it, that makes sense. A draw away from home in a cup match is alright. Obviously I always want to win, but on the other hand, we want to win in aggregate. That's already on. Don't you worry. But first of all, he's not good at direct passes. He could have more direct passes, but his passing's not great. And the passing risks are on by default as a shadow striker. So he will play these penetrating balls anyway. His passing is an 8. I think this is appropriate. And well, who's to receive the passes? Let me put it that way. Because there's usually 3 players in front of him max. It's either Elbug or it's Baru. RC usually isn't even up there. No. Respectfully, I disagree. Because in this formation, a Segunda Volante will just run into his opponent. I doubt that this will work. That's why he plays as a deep-lying playmaker. We explicitly put him there for that reason. And, well, I mean, it's a case of resulting at this point, and I'm not sure if this is appropriate, but at least the rating seems to imply that it works for now. He seems to have a good passing ratio and so on. And he is one that can play penetrating passes from the back. So we try to do it. In fact, I was considering putting him on defend duty, so that he's even further behind. Then again, maybe that invites too much pressure, and these are not close enough. Yeah, that might be an idea. It's halftime. The issue is this is the 16-year-old. And his tackling is not impressive. He's not as fast as Ahmad Nizam. I think I'll give Ahmad Nizam another 15 minutes at least, but he's definitely want to be replaced. Okay. So yeah, I'm not entirely opposed to your ideas, but I think it's worthwhile to think about it and discuss it. That said, the left defender has not in. Due to the low rating. Yep, Jonathan is motivated. That is not a bad idea. I think that I will do. Yeah. Cross more often, dribble less, blah blah blah. What's target forward, please? Taking fewer risks because I think he's not a good passer. 8. 10 flare. I will take that off. Let him have at it. Okay. We need a 30-second break, and afterwards we'll watch the second half. Thank you very much for all of the feedback. BRB. Let's get this done, won't we? Oh, they subbed somebody. What a pity. That was a long break and now we'll have another one. Whom did they sub on? Well, he's not a good passer. Neither does he have good vision. Yeah, I do not really have a strong opinion on him otherwise. Seems to be a little bit on the weak side. But not entirely. He's not one for build-up play. But I do not want to unmark him either. That seems excessive. Same with them. So, no changes. Thank you. Well intercepted for now. Let's encourage the team again. Ball doesn't go out. I remember in some installment in Football Manager as well, it was quite common that the defender passed the ball towards the goalkeeper and put it out for a corner all the time. Yeah, it's a midfielder, that doesn't really help. 66% possession now. We lost a little bit of it, it seems. That's not really statistically significant though, is it? And yep, Jonathan has issues defending too. Not Faisal still to claim the ball though. Didn't really see much so far from our own build-up play. I'm not even sure if it's called build-up, to be honest. Here we go. Ankun for Elbug. Will there be a penetrating pass? No. Ankun again. Baru. Zakaria back to Ankun. This time maybe? Yeah, go wide. Go, go, go! You can do this. Or not. Interesting choice. Ankun back to Zakaria, who takes a shot. Goalkeeper needed to get to that. Nice. If only Zakaria's long shots would have been better. Not his primary quality though. They didn't have a chance so far in the last 9 minutes. Alright. That would have been very unlikely if Elbug got to that though. They made another substitution. Hendrik came on, if I see that correctly. Yes, let's have a look at that. Hendrik. He would have been an inverted one. Hendrik is a very good dribbler with very, very low bravery and strength. Passing's very good, vision's very good. Off the ball movement is fantastic. This is a very good player overall. That's an issue. Aging though. Despite the dribbling, I think we will try to hit him hard. Closing down won't help. Well, his composure's low. His composure's low. Yeah, true. I didn't see that actually. Thank you very much for telling me. The rest, I think we will keep it as it is. We could sub players. Do we need to? So you said taking off Harsey for Rai. I would probably not bring Rai in this position though. He doesn't know how to play there, and it would be... I would want him to cut inside from there. Because he's no good crossing. Yeah. Shadow Striker is an option. 6.5 on Juan so far. He seems to be motivated though. As a striker, maybe, but that... He's left-footed. So that would make sense. He can't cross the ball though. From corners, maybe. But I think the only winger on the that is available is this guy. And he just needs time, to be honest. Well, not necessarily on the pitch, but I'm trying to win this match now, not develop players. Olex is also anxious. Da Costa Lima could be an option, but... Yeah, but an inside forward doesn't work going back, and we might need that. That's true. He also knows how to play on the left. Somewhat. Okay. Let's have a little... But an inside forward against this formation doesn't make sense, Journal. I mean, I guess we could. But an inside forward against this formation will run into these pockets where there's nothing to exploit. And I realize that he is a very good player. So that might still make sense. Okay. Fine. I will follow. That's true. I will not put him on shoot more often though. Contrary to what you might think. The reason is very simple. He is instructed to dribble more, that would get him closer to the goal. He's not bad at dribbling. And I want him to be close to goal prior to finishing. Because his long shots is shitty. And if I tell him to shoot more often, he will shoot from far away from goal. He's really bad at this. This is not an inverted winger, this is an inside forward. We could put him on attack duty, but I think on support duty this will work. And he will go into the penalty area anyway, due to the trait. We want him to cross toward target forward. Shooting, yes, he can shoot sometimes, but it does not necessarily need an emphasis. And easing off tackles is probably a good idea. So the question now is, do we put Yap Jonathan on attack duty to overlap? Do we look for the overlap on the left? I think that would create some additional space. Cross more often target forward, yeah, that's all okay. That's alright. Shooting less often is also fine. So we overlap on the left. So now there's additional pressure on this guy and this one defensively. Is he a good defender? No, he's really bad at it. These two... He's a good tackler and somewhat pacey. He's a good tackler and somewhat pacey. Well, we'll still try to exploit. What? Cool. He's anxious. We try to encourage him, I think. Now he's motivated. It was a good idea to teach him to be Shadow Striker after all. Also, he learned that fairly fast, right? Took him half a season to get accomplished, to be accomplished. Didn't expect that from a 16-year-old that only knew about one position. Maybe it has to do with the age, but I'm not so sure. He might just be somewhat versatile, without showing yet. Not bad. Nice one. Juan coming from the wing might also work. Ankun, Juan again. Back to Ankun. Olex right. Yes, it's a corner. Another sub. Who would that be? This one. No. Who came on? The striker. Well, he's a good dribbler. He's not that... Well, he is fast, but acceleration is low. Jumping reach and strength are low. That's an interesting sub. First touch and composure are decent, but not great. Passing's very low. After ball movement's very good. I'm thinking we should close him down. He's also not very strong. Then again, that might result in fouls. I don't have a strong opinion on that. Sorry. Sometimes I just can't decide. And it's just like in investing. Sometimes doing nothing is the best thing you can do. Come on, Norman. That wasn't a good corner, was it? Booking for Zakaria. Well, he had that a long time coming. Also, 6.4 rating now, that's not good. He will need to make it through the rest of the match now. Or does he? Minute 73. I do not want to bring on people that do not help holding on to the result. So we'll bring on Hardy due to the yellow card. So hoping that this helps. He's enough tackles on him? That's not needed. Not for the last 15 minutes or, well, it's 18 plus stoppage time. Whatever, math. Jason Singh would be available. Juan is exhausted at this point. So far it didn't really work. We could bring on Da Costa Lima on the left wing. And well, Jason is entirely exhausted. So I'll do that. Same role. But yeah, let's just keep it going. Last but not least, who's available? Mustafa. Don't know. Doesn't need it. The other guy wasn't very strong anymore, right? The striker. What am I doing? Ushindi is horrible. I thought about it. But I think Ushindi... Did you watch him recently? He's a snail. I think he has 4 points of pace or something. That doesn't help. This guy is rather fast, 10 to 14. He's not strong or has jumping though. 10 to 14. He's an 11. He might be able to cope with that. We are talking about 2 points of composure here. Hopefully that doesn't make much of have much of an influence. To replace Maharsia maybe? He is motivated, but he's starting to be tired. And Mahazir is only a 9 in terms of pace. So I'll try that. It might work, it might go horribly wrong. But Zakaria is also there to provide... Zakaria is somebody that may theoretically provide goal scoring opportunities despite the instruction. I think I'll keep him on. If he gets thrown off the pitch, I will definitely well, agree that it was a bad decision. But I think we can keep him. Same as Ankun. And honestly, nobody's creating much now. Which is not a bad spot to be in against this team. This might be offside. Yes. So, if we can clinch the goal somehow. They made a sub too. Let's have a look at this scene first. Let the sub later. Okay. Interesting idea. Baru's exhausted, isn't he? Yeah. That will probably not find right. But if this is what we're shown, hopes are they are not creating anything either. That should be easy, and it is. Close enough. That might be dangerous. Nice one. Good tackle. By the 16-year-old. Come on, guys. That's very dangerous. For fuck's sake. Okay. Whose fault was it? First of all, Yap Jonathan's, because he didn't pick up his man. That kind of pass, so he was closed down. Who's Marcy Sul? He came on fresh. That's a substitute. Who's that in the middle? Amamu didn't help. And obviously it's Mustafa. It was bound to happen. Right. Of course. I jinxed it. Now, my issue is not much has changed, really. There's still a second leg. This is the first leg, yes. So, there is a second leg, and if we go all out attacking, we might eliminate our chances of getting it back in the second leg. So I don't want to do that. Obviously, I would take the goal. Good one. Nice. Cross it. What are you doing? Where is it? He crosses from the byline in this goal. Okay. There's nothing happening. I'm so annoyed by Johor in general. They always seem to find the edge. That's just like, I guess that's just quality. That's offside. Yep. 64% possession. Thank you very much, Mace. You will get your channel points slash potatoes slash money is more interesting. Well, if we do not turn this around all of a sudden, which I doubt. Okay. That should be the match. Yep. Second loss today. In a row. That one was a bit unlucky. What's the good news? Let me hear it. Well, you did that? True. True. So you get your points back, and no one else's. Alright. I will. We will have a few seconds now. Okay, so it was unlucky. Am I happy with the performance regardless? No. Okay. Yeah, win's a win. Yeah. Also, Perak obviously won against Harini. Look at that. How can you lose 3-0 against a team that plays with 10 men for 45 minutes? Okay. So we will need to face Hanoi FC now. Very soon, actually. Yeah, well, theoretically, we'll see. And afterwards, Chor DT again. I may. Also, I won't sleep tonight. I will talk about. I will talk about tactical changes with myself tonight in bed. That's what I do. I will just stick to it now. So we lost. Club finances were asked. Oh. We got a few gate receipts, apparently. This was very good for us. It seems like we got 50% at least. if I look at this. We were all in the red prior to this, right? No, we were 40k in the red. I think we earned like 65k from that. This might have been the most profitable match of the entire season. Looking at this. 2 away fans. Yeah. So that's very good news overall. We'll see how it ends at the end of the season. For now, I guess we could have done worse. I know that's a weird thing to say with these results. So we won that league match against Bukit Tambun. That might set us up for international competition. Well, the entire remainder of the group stages, as well as the one against Johor for the cup, and 3 matches in the league. Terengganu, Sabah, Pahang. They are very sparse though. Not close together, so it will take forever. Me too. We do get 1k for television rights. That's not much. So I guess that's a reflection of the amount of supporters we expect. But at least we don't need to travel for these. And well, maybe we make 10k or something in income from the supporters. For now though, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for enduring these results with me. And we will see each other next time. Might be throughout the weekend, might be on Monday. I will try to sleep now. See you soon. Bye.